Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Well, the Phoenix Wright... I guess you could just call it Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. In the last episode, we completed our first case, and we've actually didn't do too badly. So now we're gonna see what happens next. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like... burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh my God! Who are you? shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Notice how the glass is inside the office, meaning someone broke in. No, wait, the window's not even shattered, never mind. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The chief's chair, a simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became a murder weapon. Again. Jeez. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. What the fuck? It's a piece of paper with it's a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Oof. Maya Fey. That's my name. So she came in, and she was already dead. also signed next to the chief. What if this department store was what sold the light stand? Those are the chief's office. It's slightly open. Good thinking. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. Reception desk. I usually sit here. Sofas for clients. It's leather. A real luxury model. A large painting. I guess you'd call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Nothing more? Nothing more. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. What? Wait, what? Huh? Huh? Oh no. Ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. That's about all I can discover right here. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder? It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Jesus, man. Does the word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Okay, I see what kind of person we're dealing with here. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. To me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that... I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that it would be too easy. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. This guy's a real piece of work. No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butch guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... You know what? Let's just give him back the same energy. Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree? Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow on trees, pal. And I'm the one in charge here, so don't push your luck. Whatever you say, Detective. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Oh, that's beautiful. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Maya's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's a hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is... Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. Man, I thought it would have helped him prove, hey, I'm a defense attorney. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's on her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. That's something worth noting. The broken remains of a glass light stand. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that... Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. And this? I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death at 9 to 5 at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. The conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? I mean, we could accept the offer to go ask, and if he refuses, we can just tell her that. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So he's been at this for 4 years. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Well, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influence in the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha! You're trying to literally trick on me now! She's not to go outside her rooms until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. This happened at 9:27 a.m. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Thank you. Alright, we've done all we can do here. Wow, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. And with herself, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Wasn't there a phone that also had the screws on it loosened? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Van offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, could that be still life? One of those is hanging on the wall. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand? How could I possibly give any information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. I guess this doesn't work with any of these. What if I... Yeah, just a witness. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observed? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, come on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well? No! And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? I can see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. Just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Well, the room was more helpful than you, but you are just the witness. Let's go to the law offices. Jeez. Aha! So you're the ones they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Oh, that badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter. You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Or Grossberg, whichever you want to pronounce it as. Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. Of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you just say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. Alright, you're looking real suspicious. I beg your pardon, could you leave? Now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. This guy's rather explosive, isn't he? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm not sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Indeed so. I think I've done all I can do. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well... See, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped with the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. my sister told me. White? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Well, it did say that the state would choose one for her if one could not be found, so I guess that's gonna have to be us. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know why. Well, it's obvious that someone else is the culprit, but... she's feeling alone and unsupported, so I think this is one of the best reasons. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She's smart at last. She looks like she's an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, that's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick! Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White Oh... Mr... Wait. Okay, hold on. At the start of this case, the guy said something like red, white, and blue. Mr. White of Blue Corps. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corps? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Hold on just a moment. Wiretapping is using a device to listen in on a person's phone calls. Wiretap, to secretly listen in to people by connecting a listening device to their telephone, or to attach a listening device to a telephone for this purpose. So, I'm willing to bet that thing was inside of the phone in Mia's office. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please, describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction... When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. I'll see you tonight at 9. Time of death, 9 to 5. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Except... See you tonight at 9. I'm gonna see what happens when I present this, because this confirms that they were planning on meeting up, and that there was no ill intent. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please. Wait a minute. If that's true, then how was she able to write Maya's name?
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. What am I missing? Oh. I really need to think. The autopsy report. The witness couldn't have known. The witness couldn't have. Okay, so if the witness saw Miss Maya Fey, then she surely would have said how the victim died. But she didn't know because it happened beforehand. I only have 3 more chances.
Objection!
Are you? Remember when I started this game, I said try not to yell at me for making mistakes like this? This is exactly what I was talking about. Wait. Press. It was about press. Alright, hang on a minute. Okay.
Hold it!
Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hold on a minute. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. But that couldn't be possible because she died instantly. I need to really think about this first. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. A department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Alright, let's give this another go.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Miss Fay, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fay. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? When did I? It was on the day of the murder, wasn't it? Or was it after? Okay, I need to think about this, because we were held up in the detention center until the morning. I'm pretty sure it was the day after, because I didn't get the autopsy until, I got it from the detective. So it had to have been the day after the murder. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. There is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I don't think we should, I don't think we should call him a sham, because he's kinda just doing his job. The detective, though... do we want to call him a sham? I mean... he didn't exactly do his job thoroughly. I wouldn't say I'm a sham, because I'm still trying to win over this case. Do we want to accuse the detective? I mean, he's not exactly competent, but is he a sham? I'm gonna go with detective. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong reports like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow from a blunt object and may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor? The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. April May? Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Yep. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not. She's already captured the heart of every man in this court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? I was, like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fade-Co law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was, like, 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Wait. It was at 9, you saw a woman being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Mousy girl. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bit too witsy. Something about this doesn't add up. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any— Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand that you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, weren't you? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, let's pay close attention here. It was 9 when you looked out the window. You saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. What does that mean? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right. But that's not who attacked her. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You know, she did seem very fidgety when we went near that screwdriver in her desk drawer. And she did act very... I don't want to say suspicious because... We can't, because, you know, we could not risk influencing the witness. But I want to assume that she's lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Busted! No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Oh my god, this woman really makes me uncomfortable. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The Thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Alright, let's see what we got here. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. Hold on a minute. She ran to the right. So this is a testimony in her own words. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay, so we did not see this. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Do we have anything? Hold on. It's a clock. See you tonight at 9. Hold on. You looked out the window at 9 p.m. I need to really think good and hard about this. It's even Maya. So Mia... So Mia's the one that died. Maya's the one accused. Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot.
Objection!
Should I present the thinker?
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you... Oh my god, this woman really makes me fucking uncomfortable. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your questions.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? What happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung because the clockwork was taken out. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look. Right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. As I thought. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Ah, but that's when the phone texts come in, because Maya confirms that she removed it beforehand. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it, and that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... at 9:27 a.m.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Detective better remember himself for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? It can't be possible that they've seen it before. It can't be. Well, we don't know what's going to be said until we take a look at if we object. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Broken remains of a glass light stand. The three things I can think of are the receipt, the glass shards, and the wiretap. But she said she'd been to so many stores. So a department store could likely be a candidate.
Take that!
We'll just have to see. What about the wiretap?
Take that!
No? This is tricky. Clock in the form of a statue. The clock's ears are removed. So that's like their field of vision. Oh, crap. I know I can figure this out. And I have unlimited chances. I just need to really figure this out. We need to prove that April had not seen the clock before. I notice here, it like shows that there's very limited vision. The broken remains of a glass light stand. I'm gonna see what this is for. It's probably just going to be...
Take that!
No? Gotta give it my all.
Take that!
Not that either? I'm really trying to figure out... Do I use the thinker again? It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Why did I not think of this first? It was made by... Ah, that's right, the description. It was made by Larry. I'm really sorry for that, folks. A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better... Oh! I'm screenshotting that. That was solid. I love that. I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale to... Oh, Phoenix! God damn! Sharp as ever. Oh. What's to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Ooh. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. God, she really does make me so uncomfortable. This is scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... Come to think, she couldn't have heard about it. Did she hold it? Because you held it or you heard about it? I don't think she... Claiming she heard about it, it would be not as heavy an accusation as having held it. But it's also possible. Come to think, earlier on, wasn't a Mr. White leaving a message for her? And I would imagine if she was as bad as Mr. White, she would definitely... It's possible that... No, she couldn't have held it because... she was there at the time of the murder, so perhaps she heard about it. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the Thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. The wiretap! That's it!
Take that!
Have a look at this. Ah! Oh, that? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Let's take a look at this. It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the Thinker.
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! Oh, Jesus Christ on a bike. Oh, don't think emotional manipulation is gonna help you now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Ooh. Wow, she's good. Yeah, you and me both, Phoenix. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold? If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Perhaps not. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Come on, think of something. We'll call the bellboy as a wait. We'll call the bellboy as a witness to see if he really was there. Oh. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He's even got the platter with him, my god! Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. How does he hold... Man, imagine being able to hold an entire tea set with one hand. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. After 8. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the Flying Gate Hotel. I believe I received the call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. He did say after 8. So here's the thing. You received a call after 8. So why did it take you a full hour to get up there?
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9. Okay. On the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. The time of the murder.
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It wasn't tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait! Yes, the defendant has something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. Oops. I actually didn't mean to confirm that, but we'll see where it goes. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? A new blow. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for two, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see. Pillows. For two? Bellboy, what did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir? Bellboy, tell us the truth. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Wait, there were two wine glasses. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof! You fool! Oh, Edgeworth trying to play sneaky games, huh? I've done it. I've won! My god, I got so lucky there when I accidentally hit bedmaking. I was like adjusting the controller and I hit A. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... Now let's think good and hard about this. The bellboy was not there. Well, let's see. But was she sleeping with the bellboy? Simple, it was the man with Miss May. Although it could be presumptuous to assume that it was the bellboy, we do know that the two seem to have a very passionate romance. So here's the thing. Something to consider is, some might argue that the bellboy was the other man in the room. However, he had a message to deliver to Miss April May from someone named Mr. White. And I would want to assume that the bellboy was mostly just doing his rounds and wasn't sleeping in the same bed as Miss April May. Not only that, but... while yes, there were two wine glasses, I wouldn't think the bellboy would be one to drink on the job, because when you're a bit tipsy or when you're a bit drunk, of course it's going to affect your job performance. So I would have to say that because we don't know if it's truly the bellboy, the best thing to do is describe it as the man with Miss May. I mean, that makes the most sense to me. The man who checked in with Miss May. Yes! Got him! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my FA. Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged and attacked it and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this would do me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued.